What's going on, folks? I'm AutoMattock. Today we're gonna talk about the old set play, the Knockdown Okizeme. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. Probably it's because it's one of my least favorite things about Street Fighter V. It is absolutely necessary if you want to win, and it involves your opponent having to guess when you knock them down. And if you don't have this, you are the one guessing. You knock them down, right? But you're at disadvantage if you don't know your options. And then once you know your options, you can choose based on how you feel your opponent is going to respond to it. So, we're going to go over some of the best knockdowns with Abigail. And by that I mean the one that leaves you in range to deal with both the normal and recovery, or the throws that don't leave you, there's no back recovery for throws. And which leaves you in range and has advantage, so that you're able to use moves that have more advantage on block and make your opponent choose even more, preceding, cascading failure, etc., etc. So the first one I want to talk about, and we want to do this in terms of practicality, right? The first one I want to talk about is the Bay Area Sunrise. This throw right here, which does a surprising amount of damage. It's off of his nitro charge, so there is a frame of armor behind it. Just to give you a rough example of how this throw might actually hit somebody. If I do crouching fierce here into the nitro charge and they mash, I can get the Bay Area Sunrise throw. If they jump at me, I can absorb the jump with the nitro charge and then grab them. I think your opponents can neutral jump as they land, but it's just something to keep in mind. It's another way to do it. What you should do, I think, in the air actually is parry and then giant flip, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, Bay Area Sunrise. When you land this throw and you dash up, you will be at a +5 state. That is crazy, right? Imagine if Laura could command grab you and have advantage. I guess you don't have to imagine too much, because she used to have that +1 elbow, right? Anyways, when you dash up, you're +5. So this means that you're crouching short. The second active frame is not going to hit. But the standing light kick, which is 6 frames startup, 3 active frames, that's going to hit on the second active frame, right? +5, no, first active frame. Your standing jab will hit on the second active frame. But you want to use standing short, because that's going to set up tick grabs, and it's going to set up hit confirms. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if your opponent wakes up, does a 3-frame normal, Bay Area Sunrise, you hit standing jab, standing short, that's going to counter hit them, and you can link into crouching short. I think you can link into another standing short, but that's not going to work if it doesn't counter hit. It might do like 10 more points of damage, somewhere around there. But the idea is also that you are at a +5 state, right? Now, when you hit this, if they get hit by it, you can link into a command grab, because you have advantage to do it whether they block or hit it. On counter hit, however, you have to wait a little bit before you do the standing short into the command grab. But since you have advantage, this discourages your opponent from wanting to attack you, because now you can assert that you have that advantage. So in that case, you can delay your command grab, and I recommend doing EX command grab, because that allows you to continue your pressure and because if you do the regular command grab, you don't have advantage after you dash up. So let me show you exactly what I mean, just real quick. So here's the Bay Area Sunrise. You want to wait. You can still grab that standing short. The problem is you have to manually time it, right? I gotta do this manually. I can't just do it as a reversal timing. I have to kind of be on point if I want to command grab them. But the idea is that they don't want to hit a button anyways, because I have advantage with my standing short. We can do it. I believe. Gotta edit this video, right? Oh, there we go. I did the regular command grab, but after this you do not have advantage. It's like maybe -1, -2. That's no good. But if you do the EX command grab, this is something special. When you hit crouching fierce into the hard punch Abigail punch, it increases the knockdown advantage of Abigail punch. Usually it's I don't know off the top of my head, but this is now a +6 when you dash up after the normal recovery, and +11 for the back recovery. So now when you do the X command grab into grabbing hard punch Abigail punch, you have Okizeme. Right? So at +6, my standing medium punch, which is 9 frames, that will hit on the same frame of their standing jab. Now if they back recover, I don't know. Why didn't I write this down? I've got crouching medium kick, right? What's +11? Let me look at my old cheat sheet here. Not my Twitter. That's the wrong thing. Bada bang, bada boom. This is not going to work out the way I intended it. So here's +11. I can do forward hard punch. That's no good. Standing medium kick, crouching medium kick, crouching medium punch, actually. Okay. And, oh, crouching hard punch. That's about all I really need to know. Crouching hard punch is the right idea here. So off of this EX command grab knockdown, if they back recover, let me make sure that's there. Yep. That is not matched. I can do it again. If they, you have to be careful with the EX command grab in the corner. It does change a little bit. So mid-range, EX command grab. When they back recover, I hit crouching hard punch. Bada bing, bada boom. That's going to crush counter. And you have some options off of that as well, off of the crouching hard punch. As I demonstrated earlier, you can run up with the command grab and then do the nitro charge things that are a bit nutty, but I also feel they're a bit necessary. But just to get an idea to get back on course with this command grab, the back recovery knockdown could also lead to, if you get a crouching hard punch, you can go into the hard punch giant flip, and that's going to also be +2 on block. And now we can talk about that knockdown. Yeah, we'll go into the giant flip knockdown. I think this is somewhat similar to the knockdown we just talked about. And yeah, giant flip is also +6 and +11. So it's equal to when you do hard punch, Abigail punch, and it juggles off of the EX command grab. Now the reason why it has more advantages is because you're hitting them in the air, and now they have to land further as opposed to fight them on the ground. That's going to change. When you knock somebody down in a juggle state, it tends to increase their frame advantage by 1 or 2. But back to the giant flip. The giant flips also 6 and 11, so you can do the exact same thing. Crouching hard punch here, and on the normal recovery, you can do what? Standing medium punch, right? No, this is not +6. Oh, yep, yes it is. Or is it different for different strengths? That would be interesting. Oh, look at that! The hard punch giant flip is not +6. Ooh, interesting. Actually, let me test it. If gotta do some live tests here. Let me test it if it crush counters. It might be different because that is an airborne state, right? If I crush counter them like this, we need to do back recovery. we need to do back recovery and then normal recovery. This is gonna be tricky. Live tests here at the AutoMattock laboratories. So this one needs to be normal recovery, right? No, this is back recovery, crouching hard punch, and then giant flip again. It needs to be normal recovery, and then I need to dash up and stand strong. Nope. So hard punch, giant flip is different from the rest of them. That's really good to know. Now let me test this one too. Oh, okay. So the hard punch giant flip is +5. Good to know. So 5 and 11. So okay. Now that makes me curious if my strong giant flip will actually reach off of a crouching hard punch crush counter from that situation. So let's see, where can I emulate this? Let's just do it like this. I think this will still work off of the back like this. We're just going to do the hard punch one here and see if our strong flip will work from that crush counter. We get a rough idea if we are still good to go. Super. Wow, I'm going the other direction. Easy inputs, right? Okay. And then I need to see if standing strong. So I'm confident that'll work. If the hard punch one maintain the same frame advantage. I know I'm all over the place, but man, I did not expect the hard punch giant flip to be 1 frame less of a knockdown. So that's interesting. So yeah. Did I go over the giant flip? Let's go over strong giant flip now, since that's one we really want. That's 6 and 11, which is also equal to the hard punch Abigail punch. So both the standing strong and the crouching fierce will apply for the strong giant flip. This one here, when you do standing medium punch against their normal recovery, that will meaty their 3-frame normal. Man, discoveries, right? Bada bing. What? Am I mistiming it? There we go, same frame. And when your standing strong counter hits, you can go into another standing strong. If it doesn't counter hit, you can go into back hard punch. That is without counter hit, that works. You can hit confirm it by itself. So this is the perfect knockdown to really set this up. So this back hard punch knockdown, it's important to know the same ideas. So this is +3 and +8. So that means you have 2 options as far as hitting them. Your crouching short, which is 4 frames, and vroom vroom, which is 5 frames standing. This is a really good situation for, excuse me, on their normal recovery. So if Laura, oh, also you can command grab and normal throw, right? the throw against the 3-frame. That's good. And then you have the command grab. EX command grab. Again, better for the knockdown. So yeah, +3. And then vroom vroom. Oops, wrong knockdown. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. And you can confirm off of that into the regular Abigail punch, right? I think medium punch, maybe jab. EX will obviously work. So you have to do the jab Abigail punch for this. Oh, excuse me. And the other thing you can do is crouching short, which I think vroom vroom is better here. Vroom vroom is better. Because you still get knocked down Okizeme if your opponent blocks. So we want to go to guard after first attack and wake up nothing. And she's going to still do her 3-frame. So after this, I can grab her out of her standing jab. That's the normal recovery. Back recovery, it looks like you are +8. Off of +8, I think you still... No, I think standing medium punch is the right choice here. So if they back recover after the double hard punch, standing medium punch will meet their back recovery. Now, of course, if they normal recover and mash, and you do standing medium punch, you know, you get counter. That's just Street Fighter V stuff. Standard Street Fighter V. Right? So they back recover. My standing medium punch hits them again. Off of that counter hit, you get another standing strong into strong Abigail punch. You do want to keep in mind that when you mash the strong Abigail punch, it decreases the knockdown frames from all the other ones on the ground by 1. So the strong Abigail punch is kind of a whack knockdown. But we'll talk about that maybe at a later time. I think the only other knockdown I want to talk about is the V reversal knockdown. This is really interesting. Well, to me, maybe you don't care, right? The V reversal knockdown, and we're just going to use Laura's V reversal to demonstrate this. This has advantage on wake up. We want her to normal recovery, wake up 3-frame. It is actually +5 and 10, which is actually the same as hard punch, giant flip, and Bay Area Sunrise. Even though Bay Area Sunrise you can't back recover. So when you get this, you should be able to crouching short, +5, standing short will work. So standing jab will work as well. But yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Standing jab, vroom vroom, and then EX, or just regular Abigail punch. Again, these knockdowns kind of suck. The Abigail punch, that's why I'm not going over them for now. They're just, you just have to accept that if they back recover, you just got some damage, and that's about it. In my opinion, at least. And unless they're in the corner, then you can have some knockdown. And the V reversal back recovery is +10, just as the giant flip was. Or hard punch giant flip. So off of that, you can do crouching hard punch, right? Let me turn this on back recovery, and this is the last thing I go over. Crouching hard punch, this was crush counter, and I suppose we can go over. No, we'll just leave it at that though. That was all. I think that was almost everything, right? I think a super is another knockdown. It's pretty good, but I'll go over that later. So that's it for now. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up on the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to videos. I've been doing this a lot. I'm AutoMattock. Twitch.tv/AutoMattock. I'm AutoMattock. Bam.